Hey friends, what's up? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. I'm pretty sure that the last time I did one of these videos, I did not have these glasses. I think I was recording my YouTube video for Slow Morning Diaries when I just received these glasses in the mail. So I have new glasses and it's also almost going to be like 95 degrees today. So it's gonna be a hot one. Let me know what the weather is like where you are. I have my breakfast with me today, and like I said last week, I've been doing like a Toast Tuesday on my Instagram account. And by the way, I removed the Conscious Root like social media stuff from the description box because I haven't been posting on it recently except for the blog. So when I'm talking about my Instagram, I'm talking about Slow Morning Diaries Instagram. That's my main Instagram if you didn't know. But yeah, I'm still doing my Toast Tuesdays there. And today's toast is honestly just a combination of things simply to get rid of the cream cheese that's sitting in my fridge right now. The cream cheese that's on this particular toast, by the way, the toast is sourdough. It's from the farmer's market. This cream cheese is from Miyokos. It is the fish-free lox cream cheese, so it's supposed to taste like fishy cream cheese basically, and I thought that the perfect combination to go with that are cucumbers. So I just very thinly sliced a Persian cucumber and put them on top, and then I sprinkled everything over with some bagel seasoning. So let's see how this goes. I know it's not going to be like the cream cheese and vegan lox that I made the other day, but I have a feeling this is going to be good. I tell you what, it's very similar to the toast that I made. Of course, it doesn't have the texture of that faux vegan fish that I had made, but it has the flavors. The vegan cream cheese definitely has like a fishy, seaweedy type flavor. Not overly fishy, but I get the gist of it. And then the crunchy, fresh cucumber on top is the perfect combination to go with this. Very happy about this. This is really good. I feel like if I top this with some thinly sliced tomato and maybe a little bit of red onion, this would be like so good. I feel like it would even make like a really great sandwich if I had done that, but very simple. I like it. Breakfast. Hey again, it is lunchtime. You know what? Today has been a little bit of a funky day for me. I've been feeling a little bit off because it's Tuesday and it's a Tuesday after like a vacation weekend, like a long weekend. So it feels very Monday to me, but it's definitely not Tuesday, and like all of my stuff has been shifted around. Anyway, you probably know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I have my lunch here. I have this very weird Tupperware full of just like a mix of different things, and I actually made this last week and it's just leftovers. Like I had a huge amount of leftovers that I actually cooked that is still sitting in the fridge, so I want to get it out of the way. I want to finish it up, and essentially what this is brown jasmine rice at the very base of this. I hope you can see that. And then I have a bunch of steamed broccoli right over here, and then I have some leftovers of like vegan Spam. I know it doesn't look very appealing right now in the way that it is because it's leftovers, but this is from Omniport. I feel like I might have mentioned this in last week's video. Did I? If so, this is like really like getting on to the later stages of leftovers, but yeah, this is basically Omniport. That's the brand. I've talked about this brand many times on the channel before. It is my favorite brand for vegan pork or faux pork. I like to compare them to Impossible. I feel like Impossible does the best when it comes to faux beef, and Omniport does the best when it comes to faux pork. So these are like vegan Spam slices basically. It tastes very meaty, but I will be honest with you, I don't know what Spam tastes like. I don't think I've ever, maybe I've had real Spam once in my entire life, so I don't even know what it's supposed to taste like, but it tastes very meaty. And then the sauce that I did to bring everything together, I kind of just like sprinkled a bunch of stuff into this Tupperware so I didn't have to waste dishes. But essentially what I did is liquid aminos, a little bit of rice vinegar, gochujang, which is like a garlic gochujang that I use, and a little bit of vegan butter. I'm gonna give it a try. Hopefully it doesn't taste strange in the way that I've done that because the ratios are probably off, but we'll see. I can definitely microwave this for longer, but it's super flavorful. It's nice and spiced from the gochujang. The gochujang that I use is the mother-in-law's one. It's a very, very popular gochujang brand. It's so delicious and flavorful. I kind of like throw extra of that whenever I'm making Asian style meals because it's super good. And I just steamed the broccoli. Nothing special about it, but I love broccoli. And then let me try the Spam for you. I know the focus is probably so off. This container just looks like a mess. The texture of it is very, very meaty. If you put this in front of a person who is not vegan and told them that it was meat, 100% they wouldn't be able to tell. I can't tell. The flavor of it is very meaty as well, but I can't 100% pinpoint it being Spam flavor, but it's super meaty. It has a sweet, salty kind of flavor to it. I think it goes great in this dish. I think because it's leftovers, it's not as crisp as it was when I cooked it initially. But I will say when I cooked it, a lot of oil kind of came out of it. So you kind of have to keep it in the pan and let it crisp up for longer than you would expect. I think I would try getting it again and just cooking it off a little bit more. In the beginning of this clip, like I said, I'm feeling very off today. I completely forgot to make coffee. And I wanted to have coffee today because I got a new batch of coffee, but I completely forgot. And I know this might sound strange, but after I have something that's super savory like this for lunch, I no longer crave coffee for the rest of the day. So if I don't get my coffee in the morning, that window, if I miss it, I'm not gonna have coffee for the rest of the day. So I guess no coffee for me today. If you stick around for next week's video, you'll likely see me make coffee, and it's a new coffee that I've never tried before, so I'll do a taste test next week for sure. Hey again, friends, it is time for dinner. I didn't snack on anything today. I guess my lunch was pretty filling because I'm not really that hungry, but I am now getting hungry thinking about what I'm gonna make for dinner. So what I'm going to do is sort of make like a platter that reminds me of like a Greek style platter almost. So essentially what I'm doing is vegan meatballs, and then I'm doing sort of like a lettuce tomato kind of salad, some rice, and then pita. So I have these Impossible meatballs. They're just the home style ones, which I think is like also known as like Italian style. So probably not ideal for a Greek style dish, but I don't think that we're gonna notice it, to be honest with you, because I mean, from my experience having these meatballs, I've had them before, they just taste like meatballs. They don't taste specifically like Italian style, even though the picture very much so looks Italian, but these are really good. I don't have to do like the work of making the meatballs from using the ground, so it's very easy. Just pop them in the oven and they cook by themselves. Like I said, I'm doing lettuce and tomato, so I just have a bunch of pre-chopped up lettuce. I have a tomato here that I'm going to dice, and then like the carbs that go with it, I don't know what this is called, but basically I'm going to make some rice to bulk up this dish. I'm making the rice honestly just for Ian because I don't think that this is going to be enough for him. And then pita, I have leftover pita from last week that I just stuck in the freezer, and taking them out now and just using it up. This video should be like basically a video of using up things that you have leftovers of in your kitchen, but yeah, just have some of this from last week. Going to heat those up, and then I'm going to top everything off with the vegan tzatziki sauce. Again, this is something that I showed in last week's video, but I have half of the container left from last week, so I just need to finish it up. So this is so funny that I'm doing a bunch of repeats this week, and it just goes to show that it's really good to just use up the things in your fridge, in your kitchen, to prevent food waste, but also you can make some completely different meals using the same ingredients. I think in last week's video, I did a vegan chicken shawarma, or like a tofu shawarma. And this week, I'm doing a meatball platter. So very, very different, but have some similar ingredients, some ingredients in common. So I think it's gonna be good. And you're going to see what it looks like once it's all finished. I I'm pretty sure this is going to be great. It has all of the ingredients that we really like, and my personal favorite ingredient out of this entire dish is that vegan tzatziki sauce from Trader Joe's. It's so good. It tastes exactly like the real thing, and it just brings the dish completely together. So I think it's gonna be great. Oh, by the way, these pitas, I don't know if it's the way that I prepared it. I don't know if it's because they were frozen before and then after I reheated them, they just weren't the same. But they're not good for making sandwiches, because when I made the tofu or the vegan chicken shawarma from last week, as soon as I picked it up, everything just burst. It just split in half. And I definitely heated these up. I definitely tried to like rehydrate them and stuff, but it still didn't work. So my AC just went off. Sorry about the noise, but yeah, just a heads up on these pita breads if you were planning on getting them to make sandwiches, because they're not the best for that. But that is all for this week's video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sticking around and checking out some repeat stuff from last week that I transformed into new dishes. And I will talk to you in next week's video.